Welcome back to Theme Park Wizard. Welcome to the Super Nintendo World Q&A. I'm going to go answer some live questions now. Anything you want to know about Super Nintendo World and Universal, but especially Super Nintendo World. So I'm going to share my screen and actually answer some questions that you guys have sent in beforehand. And then we'll get to any questions you may have. So let's go ahead and share the screen. Hello! Do you get a discount? Of course you get a discount for being first, Mr. Justin. Let's share the screen really quickly. Alright, so the first question I'm going to answer these questions first, and then and type them out, so just in case people are on the chat, and then I'm going to answer yours on the chat below. Alright, so Albert says, is it true that some of the prefab for a couple of the interactive elements were produced, which is why they don't appear initially in the land, like the musical block or the other games? Hopefully Universal will a few more games in the near future. I'm not sure. I'll look into that one for you, but I'm not entirely sure about that one. Because I'm just not sure. But I'll try to find out that one for you. A user question. Let me ask someone right now, and I'll go ahead and if this person answers me, I'll go ahead and give you an answer. I will try and find that out for you. Alright, so that's question number 1. Thank you to Albert for asking the question. L-Go is another question. Another question. Hi there. Planning on taking my Young Boys. Oh, it must be windy. Young Boys Land. I plan on buying both of the power bands, but I don't plan on buying one myself. I'm allowed to other Bowser Challenge with I think the Bowser Jr. game. That one, even though I find off a band myself. Yes. Just tell them you want to watch. So so you can enter the Bowser Jr. by yourself. Or no, without the band. Just say that hey, I want to watch, especially if you have kids. You can do that. L. Galbert is the Universal is going to finish up the hill where the outdoor queue is at, because it's all gray and no hill is there. I think if they're going to extend it, they may. They add jungle theming. That one I'm not sure, but they may add jungle theming when the Donkey Kong expansion comes. But I don't think right now they won't finish up that hill. But you never know. For the power band is like a wand. Does it run out of battery? To buy a new one. Let's see, anyone to charge it. No, it doesn't look like it runs out of battery, and it just continues. Hello, anyone on the chat? No, it does not. No, it does not run out of battery, at least as far as I know. It's just like an RFID chip, and just keep scanning. Thank you, Abraham, for the question. And then, last one from the earlier post. Is Hollywood getting expansion Super Nintendo? Yes. Donkey Kong Country is coming in 2025, most likely. We can potentially expect an announcement for that next week, a week from today, actually. So, very, very, very interesting. Alright, so there you go. Those are the questions from the post. Now, let's get to your questions. Hello, 10 people in chat. If you can like this video and subscribe if you aren't already. So let's go back and read the comments. Angie says we need an equivalent to this with Sega characters. That would be awesome. I just want a Sonic Land, to be honest. Thomas Roland can use your power band in Japan too. So yes, you can use your power band in Japan too, but according to Patrick Douglas on Twitter, he has one from Japan and one from Hollywood, and the apps don't sync up, so that he can't get the point. He can't transfer the points he has in Japan to Hollywood, but they're still used. We can just use them anywhere. Just know that you won't be able to transfer your points from one app to the other app. Just said there's also to keep your power arms from falling off. Use a rubber band, put some Velcro on there, and even they starting to kind of, if you break them in a little bit, mine definitely doesn't fall off as much. Actually, I don't think it fell off at all the last couple times I went there, so that's good. Just gotta break it in a little bit, but in the first couple times, they'll certainly will fall off unless you do use that rubber band. Nick Beast is the plan coming to Orlando anytime soon? Yes, it'll be in Orlando with Epic Universe's opening in 2025, and you guys will open with Donkey Kong Coaster, the Yoshi Ride, and Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. So you'll just wait a couple more years, and then you guys will get all that cool stuff. Hello, Girl Power. I know Girl Power, or GRL Power, is interested in the Fast and Furious coaster, so I'm gonna dish you some little bit of tea that I've heard from the Fast and Furious coaster. First, let's start off with the site of the Fast and Furious coaster. Um, the Fast and Furious coaster currently, so everything's closed. Production Central just closed a couple of days ago on Monday. It was their last day. But right now everything's rolled up and no demolition has started or anything. But I'll be back at the park tomorrow for a team member preview. Late slot, 9 to 11 p.m. for Super Nintendo World. I can see it at night. They adjusted the lighting there so it looks nice. Gotta look at that. But yeah, I'll be looking at Fast and Furious as well. Saturday I'll be back in the morning again for another team member preview, so I'll see what's going on in Fast and Furious. But word on the street is this coaster will be going at least 70 miles per hour. So you'll be racing for sure. Certainly more racing than you do in Mario Kart. But yeah, this Fast and Furious look for it to go 70 plus miles per hour, about the Velocicoaster level of speed right here in Hollywood. So that should be super cool. And that should hopefully be opening next year. Let's see, moving on down. Yes, Orlando will have the third Super Nintendo World with Singapore coming in next. I might have to cough. I feel something in my throat. The Donkey Kong expansion will be right behind the Brown Beanpole, right behind Mushroom Kingdom. The sound stage is where the voice used to be. It's sound stages 7 to 11. Right, but since you get on the studio tour, and to the right, Super Nintendo World, and to the left, they say, this is where the sound stage where the voice used to be, and then there's some other sound stages there. That's where Donkey Kong's going to be, and the portal to Donkey Kong is that big blue box that you can currently see next to the Pow Wow mini game in the current Super Nintendo World. You see this big blue block box. It's a big gate that they're using to haul stuff in. That will be the portal to Donkey Kong. They'll make a configure pathway and lead you back there, most likely. So that's gonna be cool. And hopefully, we can hear about that at Media Day, which will be next week, I believe. And the earnings calls on the 26th next week, and we should hear hopefully more about those plans in the earnings call, if a source is to be believed. Hello, David Gonzalez. How are you? Albert, Paul, is any truth? Universal's core tweet away from being else and company. I'm not sure about a massive expansion being announced next week, but I believe during the earnings call or Media's Day, he will certainly announce Donkey Kong. I hope that's what I'm hearing. Even I think Alicia Stella mentioned something like that in her podcast about not exactly when, but we can hear about Donkey Kong sooner than later. So I had to keep your eyes on for next Thursday. That could be a big day for Universal Studios Hollywood. The earnings call is probably at 1 p.m. Pacific time, so won't have to wait too long. Let's see. Well, food items from Japan Super Nintendo to Toast Cafes and Pinch cake or mushroom pizza bowl. So Princess Peach has her own cake in Japan. That's interesting. We have a Mount Beanpole cake, so that could have replaced it. Princess Peach has her own cupcake here. Um, I do know some of the food items are seasonal at Toadstool Cafe, like those short ribs that I cannot wait to get. They're not on the menu right now. Maybe they will be at grand opening, but later on we should expect some short ribs to come, which is very exciting, and some other seasonal stuff, and yeah, maybe some seasonal desserts as well. But not everything from Japan is coming. I mean, I know the mushroom popcorn's not coming, um, and the mushroom pizza bowl I haven't heard anything about, so I wouldn't expect that. But if it shows up, that it will be awesome. Let me just check. Sounds like it's either rainy or really windy. I guess it's just windy. Crazy. There are a few parts that needs to be painted in Super Nintendo World. Yeah, and there's some parts that were painted today actually, which is good. Um, which is good. Yeah, they're painting some small slivers, and hopefully they'll patch some stuff up for the official grand opening on January February 17th. It's exactly as fast. Yeah, if it was 70 miles per hour, that'd be exactly as fast as Velocicoaster. But I've heard it's 70 plus, so it could be a little faster than Velocicoaster, maybe 70, 75. So um, we'll wait, of course, until I guess I heard from someone will be announced in the summertime. So I guess we'll find an official speed then. But yeah, expect definitely Velocicoaster fast or a little more. Uh, this will be certainly a premier roller coaster, not just in Universal, Hollywood, but in all of California. So this will be like the coaster to be at. It sounds like, which is pretty awesome. But the upper lot is no Nintendo. Definitely so fast. The upper lot, well, not all of it, just the things that were closed. Is that will be yes, Fast and Furious Coaster. A permit was filed for that back in October of last year, detailing exactly what the concept art states with the C-shaped spike that launches, the inversions, all that good stuff. Uh, and as a geotechnical permit, you can see the flags spread around the site. So yeah, now that everything's closed, while everyone's at Super Nintendo World, Universal will be not so quietly starting work on that, which will be very, very exciting to watch. Because yeah, they're just full steam ahead, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. Maybe if Donkey Kong does replace the voice stage, you can just build a bridge over the routes. Well, see, the studio tour would just be rerouted. That's the good thing about the studio tour. It has no fixed track, so they can just reroute the train. We can even reroute it, you know, just around Donkey Kong Country. And there's a lot of roads there. That regular cars you see it on studio tour all the time. You see regular trucks and moving trucks, and film trucks sometimes are in front of the tram, or sometimes the tram is waiting for them. The trams just go around. And they're paving, I believe, a new road, kind of so that a temporary road, so they can start construction on Donkey Kong, and then they can just the tram can just go back, back under in this new road or in different road. Because it doesn't have a fixed track, it's very easy to just kind of move the tram around, which is fantastic. Let's see. Sean says no that Super Nintendo on Hollywood to include the Mario Motors store, Pit Stop, Popcorn, Yoshi Snack, Arlington. Oh no, what those will include space and budget cuts. Mario Motors. I guess they figured they can better utilize space. So they figured just and they also have basically four other Nintendo stores outside of the land. So they figured the one up factory will do, and seems to be working so far. There's actually more merch on the outside stores than inside the one up factory. One up factory will have new merch though coming grand opening and in March. Popcorn stand. I guess they figure they can just turn the character shop into a popcorn sandwich, or the snack stand in front of the character shop into a popcorn sandwich. That's what that is basically. That's kind of that replacement Nintendo popcorn stand, and Yoshi's Snack Island. Yeah, that one's probably just cut due to space. Yeah, most likely. Luke Gester, do you think we'll get an opening at Birch? Yeah, I've heard the One Up Factory will have a whole bunch of new merch on opening weekend. By the way, the park as released. Park will be open 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. the whole weekend. 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. the whole opening weekend, which is awesome. It's a holiday weekend, so that'll be fun to go to. And get your tickets now if you don't have a pass, because the prices keep going up. I noticed the opening day weekend tickets online were $144. Now, as of yesterday, they're $149, so they might creep up a little bit more. So if you can make it, if you want to make it, definitely go ahead and buy your ticket now if you don't have a pass, because prices moving on up. Using Donkey Conversation, well, yeah, so again, very easy to reroute the tram path because it's not on a fixed track, which is awesome. It's not doesn't require very much infrastructure. You just literally just tell it make a new route for the tram, and it's not even that big of a space. So just kind of goes around the building, especially around construction, demolition, and still gets the back lot that way. Beating Terran, yeah, it should be faster, as fast as Terran, and let's see how fast Pantheon speed. Pantheon 73, yeah, I'll probably be around and so the Pantheon's the world's fastest multi-launch coaster. Yeah, this could be it might be the world's fastest multi-launch coaster. Pantheon, for those of you who don't know, is also built by Intamin. But yeah, Pantheon, it could be Pantheon in terms of speed, being the world's fastest multi-launch coaster, which is good. Let's see. A premiere, oh no, so I meant a premier roller coaster, and like it's a premiere, like a headlining attraction. It's an Intamin roller coaster, but yeah, sorry, my bad. Premier, for those of you who also don't know, is a roller coaster company, but no, it's not being manufactured by Premier. It'll just be a premier roller coaster, like a headliner attraction, the premier ride. It is the biggest ride, the best ride, the fastest ride in the park. With inversions, the first one, yeah, it'll be the first coaster and only coaster in the Universal Hollywood with inversions and multiple launches. And well, I guess can you really count the Mummy as a backward launch? I don't know, but those are launch you backwards, kind of like releases you backwards. Anyway, it'll be a great for any roller coaster levels. It'll be a great roller coaster. It could be the world's fastest. Now that I know that Pantheon is at 73. But here will go faster than 70. So especially if and that's a real easy spot. If it's gonna go faster than 70, they may as well bump it up to even just 74, and it'll be the world's fastest multi-launch. That'd be a nice tagline, for a premier roller coaster, for a premier I'll say headliner attraction, so I won't get people going confused. But why not have your headliner attraction of the park be a the world's fastest multi-launch coaster. That's great, right here in Hollywood. Let's see. Shout out to Almighty Coasters. He was with me on like 60% of the times I went to Super Nintendo World soft openings. Is there, but like, or 75%. I think it was there like 3 of the 4 times. So, shout out to Mr. Almighty Coasters. Go subscribe to his YouTube, but also Instagram. He takes some great roller. He has like this really cool camera. It's like a commercial grade camera, and he takes like amazing pictures of roller coasters all over the country. So if you're a roller coaster enthusiast, or let's say if you don't like roller coasters, like you're scared of them, but like looking at them, then definitely go subscribe to his Instagram, or follow his Instagram, because he has some great photos from all parks around the world and all coasters around the country as well. Some very interesting shots. that you think, man, how do you make this good? And then he makes it pretty good. And his name is Almighty Coasters, just like it is on YouTube. It's the same thing on Instagram, so go check him out. And hey, if you're at Universal, he's been coming there a lot lately, so you might see him, and he might see me too. If he's there, I'll probably be hanging around with him as well. So Brandon says, with Brian Roberts from Compton saying wants some of its what do you think? Okay. What I think will come, I have a strong feeling that after Fast and Furious, we got, of course, the Donkey Kong. Then we have the Bourne Stunt Show, heavily rumored to come over here with a Diagon Alley, the Hogwarts Express, and the Ministry of Magic. Coming all in that Falls Lake area. Well, from multiple people that Jupiter's Claim will be moved at the end of the year. And yeah, and then something else. I'm not sure. I've heard a new studio tour entrance will be right because all that Wizarding World stuff will be in the studio tour area. So I heard a new studio tour entrance will be taking over the Mummy building. I heard from one person, or from two people. Then one person walked back on that, so I'm not too sure. But I did hear from a couple people, so watch for that. Mummy's not closing this year or anything, but that's just the tentative plan of where the studio tour thing would be in a few years. But yeah, you could have the Hogwarts Express in a strategic location, of course. Hogwarts is right there. Tram loading area is you take it from there to Falls Lake, and then access. And then they'd have obviously a walking path or a starway or something, so people who don't want to take the train can just walk there. But yeah, you'll have a whole bunch of expansion space there with some Wizarding World activities, Ministry of Magic, and Diagon Alley with Gringotts, and maybe that new Ministry of Magic dark ride at Epic Universe. Okay, so, and of course, the on-site hotel, they've been approved for two 500-room hotels. Obviously, you expect one to be built before the Olympics because you want people to stay on a Universal property, not the Sheraton or Hilton that's across the street. But of course, Universal would want people to stay on their own property. Yeah, that's coming for the World Cup or the Olympics. In my opinion, if I was Universal, I'd have the hotel opened by the World Cup. World Cup is coming to Los Angeles. Los Angeles will be one of the host cities in 2026, so I had to get started on that hotel pretty quickly. If I was Universal, but that's they know what they're doing over there. Chris West, cool being able to link my Mario Power Band to the Mario game and switch to the. Yeah, you can take all your coins from the Power Band and sync them right to your Nintendo Switch and use the coins in the game, which is great. Then you can be on the all-time leaderboards in the land as well. Go Power Arctic Rescue looks quite fun. Do you think of any good moments in terms of positive? Well, I feel like I'll have some nice laterals. It's more of a as Mr. Almighty Coasters is mad about, or I don't know if he's mad. I guess annoyed about. He says SeaWorld built the same ride twice, and they essentially did. This one might have more. It's gonna have more launches, Arctic Rescue, and maybe a tad more family friendly. At least they have a different coaster design, being a jet ski. But SeaWorld's kind of limited on what they can do with that 30-foot height limit, except for like 4 to 5 places. But yeah, I feel like I have some nice lateral forces. And that's again, the track is actually complete for that ride, so it's well on its way to its spring opening. Hopefully March or April that could be open. Actually, hopefully maybe April or May, because maybe SeaWorld will theme this one appropriately. I'm still mad that Emperor barely has a station. This one looks like it has an indoor station, so at least that's already a dramatic improvement than Emperor. But Emperor, maybe the SeaWorld can go back and refurbish Emperor for a bit. Just add a station, like not close to it, but just like overnight, kind of add some more elements to make it like a proper station. Looks like one of those stations you find out in Planet Coaster. Like there's the default station, which is a whole bunch of gates and like no roof or anything. That's like what the Emperor station is like. So I understand the pandemic. They was running out of they were running out of money. They were like, you gotta open the ride, right? Because it's already built. So sacrifice theming, but hopefully they can at least add a station and hopefully add some nice theming to this ride because they're in much better financial uh, books than they were when Emperor opened. So fingers crossed it opens, even if we have to wait another month for some nice, you know, nice icebergs or something. That'll be great. I'll take it. Especially since, again, it is essentially the same coaster as Manta, so you'd want to differentiate the coaster, not with the train design and name, but putting some great theming in there. Imagine if you're going through like tunnels or like iceberg valleys or something. That'd be pretty cool. Like some near miss moments. That'd be really fun. 72 miles from 10, 73 Panther. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully 74, 75 for Fast and Furious. It is. I don't know if anyone's in California right now, but it's just got really windy. Let's see. Also, something coming hard, which is new. It will be a clone of the Japan version. Someone did actually some measurements, and the plot that Donkey Kong is on in Japan, our plot of the soundstage of 7 to 11 is actually a little larger than that Donkey Kong plot in Japan in Epic Universe. So it will be a clone, or if anything, the ride will be a clone, but if anything, the land here in Hollywood might be just a tad larger than those other two, which would be cool. As of course, our Mushroom Kingdom is smaller than the other two. Fun. Pantheon isn't the fast multi-launch? Well, why did the people lie to me? Actually, I typed in Pantheon speed and all of a sudden said the world's fastest multi-launch roller coaster. Well, the Busch Garden site is lying to me then. And there's something like just beat it out. But see, look, it said this is false advertising. I'm going to sue. See, right in big bold letters, see, world's fastest multi-launch. They better update that. They got out. They better update that because that's false advertising. It's funny actually. I didn't realize that this shit they did a max ride height. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is Pantheon and Velasco. I mean, not Velasco. Fast and Furious won't be as tall as this, but it will be potentially as fast as this or faster. Right there. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Brandon, if they're going to move on, Central will be clone. Yes. Let's see. Go on. I love Intimate Benevolent one's critical kind of trimmed. Loop is rough. And Incredicoaster, yeah, the loop is kind of rough, and going out multiple times makes my gets me a little motion sickness. Basically, only because the loop is that kind of rough, like the shaking. Someone doesn't like that, so I hope it's funny because when they replaced the loop from California Screaming to Incredicoaster, they put a whole new loop. I thought it would last longer. I mean, like by 2019, it was still kind of rough. It opened 2018, but 2019 got kind of rough. 2018 though was so smooth. I was like, oh my gosh, I can go on this multiple times and not like feel like motion sickness because the loop was like so smooth. I was like, chef's kiss. That was felt really good. I wish Disney would find a way to, I don't know, grind it down or just like they should put it under. That's the problem. That ride doesn't go under refurbishment enough. It breaks down a lot anyway, but I think that the Incredicoaster change was like the first time it really went under a significant refurbishment since opened 2001. So hopefully Disney takes some time to like refurbish the ride, and it's still. I mean, the suns that are still on there are kind of rusty sometimes. Some of the track is still kind of rusty. So hopefully Disney puts it through a nice refurbishment, maybe next January, next refurbishment season. But then the problem is, California Adventure doesn't have too many other big rides, so when one's down, a lot of people, the other lines just skyrocket. But we'll see. And Critics deserves a lot of love, and hopefully they can maybe fix the Jacks on a stick. Like, that'd be cool if they made replace those with jumping animatronic Jacks. Even if it's on the dirty, ugly roof, they just made those Jacks on a stick jumping with animatronics. That would be 100 times better, in my opinion. Again, during a nice refurbishment. And that's something they can actually do overnight. They don't even have to close the ride for that. They can just plays each Jack Jack overnight and surprises with jumping animatronics. That'd be pretty awesome. Mommy launches backwards. Okay, so you do count that as a launch. No, I guess it's a slow launch backwards, but I guess it's a launch. The Orlando one pushes you backwards. Oh wow, that's interesting. With Dragon. I don't know what that is. Oh no, you can keep talking, keep talking. Hello, Space Mountain. Space Mountaineer, how are you? Oh, I love hanging out with you too, Almighty Coasters. It's all very fun hanging out with you. Hey, I'll be back again, as I mentioned earlier, tomorrow night, but also in the morning on Saturday for team member previews. So if you want to pop over to Tootsums afterwards or sometime this week, it's finally open, right? The week we didn't kept trying. It's funny, we tried like each day we're there. Almighty Coasters and I tried to get into Tootsums with their clothes for like team member previews. And the one day, of course, the next week, the team member didn't lie though. He said next week we're gonna soft open it, and he did. They did open this week, so looks pretty good. I like the chocolate bread. Looks fantastic. So yeah. Soarin'. Okay, so I guess Soarin' with Dragon is the fastest multi-launch coaster. So let me see. Let's see how long. Soaring with Dragon. How fast does that go? Speed. 77.7 miles per hour. And it is a multi-launch coaster. So yeah, Busch Gardens better update their website. And oh, that is I like that 77.7. You get it because Soaring with Dragon is in China or Asia, and their sevens are the lucky. Not oh wait a second, no it's not. Just kidding. I'm no wait, hold on. 8 is the Asian lucky number, but 777 is lucky here too. But I assume Soaring with Dragon is in Asia, but let me look it up because obviously I'm getting something wrong. Yeah, it is in China, and I guess 777 is lucky, but I know 8 is definitely a good number for Asia. But I like that speed 777. Look, nice. So yeah, so Busch Gardens, update your website. Hey, oh my goodness, I'm behind on these comments. So, oh my goodness, 77 months. What about the Legend of Zelda Pocket? There's a chance for Legend of Zelda, and it's actually a swirling rumor that the Legend of Zelda replaced the rumored Lord of the Rings land in Epic Universe, that 20-acre plot. Rumored to be a big Zelda plot, and I guess if the Mario movie, Super Mario Brothers movie, makes 700 million, I think that was the number. I heard $700 million this year. Then a Zelda movie will be coming out, and the Zelda movie is kind of in early development as they're kind of thinking it will make 700 million. So, be like a Nintendo. They call it the NCU, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. So, Zelda could come to Epic Universe. Certainly, more likely there than But Pokemon, I hope that would come somewhere because I love me some Pokemon. So, any Universal Park, probably Japan. It's already in Japan in some capacity, but I don't know about Hollywood. That'd be nice though. It'd be nice to have some Pokemon and Zelda in Hollywood. Magic Pokemon Stadium since AR mapping came to you. Oh yeah, that. If both of those came, that would be amazing. I can spend just like Nintendo. How again, Almighty Coasters. I literally spent all day in there from in the rain too, from 11 to 5, all day. Universal was open 10 to 7 that day or something, but no, all day we spent in there, and the Pokemon Stadium experience came, I'd be there all day as well. All day, every day, too. I do remember last stream you mentioned another Illumination attraction brought in Hollywood. I'm not sure what attraction it could be, but their illumination is coming most likely to the upper lot, maybe a Trolls ride or a Sing ride, something like that. Uh, so, no problem. Sorry, hold on, give me 10 seconds. Extremely windy outside in San Fernando Valley. That is insane. Okay, back on. Girl power. Yeah, Dark Coast Architecture, SeaWorld, Seas is SeaWorld Entertainment's stock logo. Uh, yeah, they definitely do because they definitely got three of them. I think they have three of them, right? They have Dark Coaster Arctic Rescue, but then I think another one's rumored something like that's to come to another Busch Gardens park or something. So, but do it like Costco, right? Buy it in bulk. I like it. You got to save some money. Oh yeah, I played Plinko day ago and that's good. I don't know what that game is. I'm not too much of a gamer, so but that sounds fun. I think Universal needs another dark ride and one more coaster to hold out for a couple years and then maybe expand some of the IP lands. Yeah, well, yeah. Mario Kart is a fantastic dark ride. It's very good. Two, getting another couple coasters and then I wonder what the next dark ride could be. But Mario Kart and Pets are some good dark rides, at least for now, which is not Mario Kart. It's just a fantastic ride. In general, I love that thing. It's so good. It has less restrictive restraints than Pets does, which is hilarious. But good. But it's just hilarious. Hopefully they fix those Pets restraints as soon as possible. Hello, Mr. Poop on You All. That name is hilarious. Bye, girl power. Have a nice night. The last technical rehearsal was yesterday. Today started team member previews, which are happening now. Team member previews go through the 19th to the 21st. And then the next after is the pass holder AP PVs and then land opening. So yeah, they did say the last technical rehearsal was. They said most likely the last technical rehearsal was yesterday. But you never know what might happen Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Who knows? Maybe it'll take some time to fix stuff in the land with guest feedback. So you never know. But if you're curious, if you have a pass, I certainly wouldn't buy a ticket. Don't buy a ticket to go um, to Universal hoping to get a Nintendo from now until opening. I wouldn't do that. If you have a pass, I still wouldn't go unless you want to go and ride other stuff. But I wouldn't bet on Nintendo. Certainly not this weekend, but that next week before it passes, because now there's a media event next week, late next week, might be on the 26th or before, or the 27th. No. So, a lot of stuff happening. So, again, I wouldn't bet on Nintendo opening anytime this weekend or next week. So, certainly don't go buy a ticket hoping for that. Just wait till opening day at this point. And if you have a pass, again, don't go for that. Just go. You can go to the park and ride some of the rides, but then just take a peek down there and see if it's open. If you see the red signs, technical rehearsal, then you're in good luck. And even it says on the whiteboard, technical rehearsal. But if the wait time board says Nintendo coming soon, then you're out of luck. Hold on. Give me 10 seconds. I'm just going to put my charger in the computer. I hate my light. Is it still on? Hold on. Okay. Okay, we're good. Alright. Moving on. Craig Hudson is designed for the loop to be placed multiple times. Good. This new places the loop multiple times. Not just once every 17 years, but once every 5 years. They're starting team members. They sure are, and then the media days stuck in between them. Can people still consume tone after 4 p.m.? It's not too late to get in. No, you can't get into Nintendo after 4 p.m. You used to. The cutoff time was like 4:15 ish. But now, yeah, there will be like no more technical rehearsals until the opening day. Then you can get in whenever you want. You'll need a virtual line, unless you have an express pass. You'll need the virtual line to get in, and then you'll be good. But the park will be open until 10 p.m. the whole opening weekend, so you can get in until then if you'd like. Oh, air, because I would say, what world. It looks unfinished. Yeah, and the grand opening and even the media event, I'm sure they'll have lots of stuff polished up. Do you think on media events will know Donkey Kong expansion? I hope we announces Donkey Kong expansion on media day. That'd be nice. So, I mean, do you think they will sell? Well, yeah, I don't think we'll have big, large windows. I think our entrance will be that big blue block that is already a gate out of Nintendo World. If the track again coaster, I'd love for like Mummy to be turned into some kind of Velocicoaster or something, but it doesn't look like it's happening. But yeah, Jurassic Park is certainly a nice theme to put a coaster in, because that's a very good coaster opportunity there. Well, I mean, just look at how successful Velocicoaster is. But even the Beijing Dark Ride would be amazing. You should actually replace the Mummy area, and it should be almost replicable what Orlando has. Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be amazing. I don't think it's coming, but that'd be amazing. How'd you enjoy playing Simpsons? Your thoughts on um, I just don't want it to be another simulator ride. I think they'd want to knock that building down. So if they put a different How to Train Your Dragon attraction, that'd be cool. Just as long as they don't, just reuse the building again and again and again. It gotta be the third attraction in there. So, or third or fourth attraction in there. So I don't. I just hope whatever they do, I hope they knock that building down. It's probably not safe in an earthquake anyway, and then rebuild something new. Trolls. It's actually DreamWorks. Yes, you're right. Trolls is DreamWorks. My bad. And all these animations, they all look the same. Illumination, but Imperial Visual Clone, the single tour show. Yeah, everyone seems to really like that show, so I'd be with it. I'd be with it, or put a Sing Dark Ride as well. Market was amazing. Oh, Marty, nice. I just DM'd you. I've been I think I like it. A blue web singer Troy out of the water. Yeah, yeah. Toy Story, Midway Mini, and web singer and Buzz Lightyear. It just doesn't even come close to Mario Kart. Mario is really, really fun. What do you think about putting the Born Spectacular next to the minis rather than putting it where the old Walking Dead attraction? Perfect. I wouldn't put where the old Walking Dead attraction is because behind there's a Universal Studios store that uses that space. Replacing Kung Fu Panda, that could, but I feel like they need that. Putting it in the backstage behind Waterworld, where I heard it will probably be going, if not the lower lot, it will be on the upper lot next to Waterworld, or replacing Waterworld. Hopefully not replacing, but next to it. And yeah, it's a pretty good spot. And Universal Hollywood definitely needs another show now that two of them have disappeared. Yeah. Disney doesn't need Shooter Type Rising more, and even Universal doesn't need Shooter Type Rising more. This is our first one, so now we can do something different now. Add a Passmore 10, nice. I have Passmore preview 10 a.m. on the 29th. Would you consider changing your name to the Kid Wiz? No. Oh man. Okay. I went in yesterday and closed out. Lots of cleaning ready from the first. That's good to know. Good to know. If you have any pictures of that, that'd be awesome. I hear they're painting things, cleaning things up. So that's good. I'm glad there again are in technical rehearsals. The official grand opening is still not for one or less than a month. So we'll see. I'm glad they're cleaning things up, and yeah, I'll be there tomorrow and see what else I can see. I know they adjusted the lighting, so should be ready for prime time opening day, which should be great. They should ditch the 3D concept. I hate 3D in everything, even movies, except Avatar. Avatar was fantastic in IMAX 3D, but the rest, no 3D in attractions, no 3D in movies. AR though is fantastic. They can use AR and stuff. Again, the Mario Kart AR is spot on. That looks really cool, and that forces them to build actual sets because AR is augmented reality, so you need an actual reality, some physical sets to project the AR on. Whereas 3D, you can just cheap out and cheat and put it on a screen. You can't do that with AR. They need actual physical sets. That's why AR is pretty awesome. Still think the Simpsons should place a Demon Slayer because Universal has used Demon Slayer in Japan. It's popular. So Demon Slayer is about it. Demon Slayer is popular in Japan. In general, is extremely popular in Japan. Popular here, but I don't think popular enough to warrant its own attraction. Um, so that I don't think that's gonna happen. But I know Demon Slayer is very popular in the United States, but extremely popular in Japan. I mean, look at the Demon Slayer movie though here stateside did was in the top 5, so it was pretty good. So maybe a Demon Slayer like after. I know I got a survey about like an after hours events. They're thinking of doing different IP, and one of them was an anime IP. So maybe they'll have an anime after hours party featuring Demon Slayer. So stay tuned for that. Something like that this year. Stage musical shows season, yeah, that would be if they Universal had a Hyperion type show, that would be absolutely fantastic. Soak up the crowd, especially on a hot day. It'd be very nice. Good night, Space Mountaineer. We'll see you on Saturday. If you're going to team member preview as well. Will Universal do something for Chinese New Year? Yes, they will, and actually they already have starting today. Something very small because they're doing a refurb of the plaza, the Central Plaza where they had Mr. Ping's noodles and all that good stuff. They're doing about a 2.5 month refurb, but that rumor has it they may build a small stage for maybe the animal actors or just a different type of show, temporary show for a little bit. So I'll be watching that for sure. But yeah, the Hollywood and Dine is transformed again to its Lunar New Year celebration. I have a whole bunch of dishes on sale and started today. It goes all the way through February 28th, so go ahead and enjoy that. My friend and I made an entire concept art image for what Simpsons could look like if Damon Slayer took over. That's awesome. I'd like to see what you guys came up with there. Alright, I'll go 12 more minutes of questions. Any questions for Universal or Disney? Or sorry, no, Universal or Nintendo. You guys had a lot of questions. Good job. This is great. Interaction. Look, this made this 48 minutes fly by, which is awesome. So, yeah. Let's see. Honestly, I feel like studio shows lost its touch unless celebrity sightings or such may be because I found sometimes I missed touch in the 90s and 2000s. See, it's funny. I think the studio show is just okay as well. But every time I'm on this tour, I can tell that the tourists are on it, or I brought some of my friends on it from out of state who've never been on it. And they have a blast. They absolutely love it. It's their favorite ride. So I think it's just an AP versus out of state perspective. Out of state people, who it's for, you come to Hollywood, see how movies made and stuff. They love it. It blows their mind. It's their favorite thing. And for that, I get excited when I see these people. They listen so much. So then I like it makes me have a newfound love for stuff like that. But I understand how you're coming from, because that's how I feel too. I've been on so many times, and I'm like, look at all that space, you know. But yeah, and I think Universal sees look at all that space, and like, yeah, like where to expand or where to expand. Well, how about some of the backlot space? And that's what they're trying to do. Well, also keeping the studio tour as well. So having the best of both worlds, like Hannah Montana. Uh, trying, I'm trying to see. All right, about 9 more minutes. Philippine Universal's embrace anime in the US. Parts seems to be the only anime. Attack on Titan, Clan Assassination, Clash of Bloodstone, and some. Yeah, yeah, anime is very popular. There's a lot of good ones out there. Um, yes, the collapsing bridge. That part scared the heck out of me. Each time when I was a child, I used to cry on that. I'm like, oh my gosh, there is a collapsing bridge here. We're gonna die. That's what I kept thinking. Oh, let's see. We didn't get the Toad meet and greet because at least initially it was cut. Um, Something easily like that could be added back in the future, but yeah, they're only hiring actors for Princess Peach and Mario and Luigi. But in the future, Toad can come. Hopefully, will come here because I mean, it's such a cute meet and greet. Do I like the Tramtastic song? It's alright. I don't dislike it. I don't like it. I guess I don't know. So, I'm indifferent about it. Let's see. Swamp Steam looks fantastic. Do you think Universal Tower would ever be a prop shop that Orlando has, or an AP Lounge? I like to see escape rooms and Cinder. I feel like that's a good idea, and I feel like it. I feel like those are certainly coming eventually, and especially if the ones in Orlando do well. The prop shop would be really cool as well, and I think that would be something I'd like to see the Walking Dead space use. Something like a cool shop, like a prop shop or a themed experience like that. So I hope it comes in an area like that. That's funny, Space Mountaineer. That's exactly what what I was like. I was like, man, I want a Bowser walk around character, and hopefully, hey, maybe in a couple years we'll get one. My friend and I made Octotarma Entertainment District. That's a cool theme right there. And hey, yeah, no, maybe at least Japan will get an anime land. That'd be very nice. Universal do anything for HN for Nintendo Christmas? Not sure about HHN, and a lot of people are hoping for a Luigi's Mansion type experience there. But if you look in the Universal Studios app, under the Super Nintendo World app, they have different stamps you can get for different seasons, and they don't mention Halloween, but they do mention Christmas. Some Christmas winter stamps to get. So come back during the Christmas time to get these stamps. Um, that tells me they're gonna update the projections and maybe put a nice Christmas time Grinchmas overlay in there. Um, Come this year, so I'm very excited for that. This Christmas, it'll be very cool. Cause yeah, there's already a section in the app under the stamps area for that. So I'm leaning more towards Christmas. Yeah, like Japan, they have a big present, right? So cool. I think something almost exactly or very close to that as well. 5 more minutes for questions. Oh, by the way, Sean, I see the uh, Anime Awards 2023 are happening soon, so that's cool. Do you think that I'm not the Yoshi ride. Our Yoshi rides turn into Secret for Pets. It's almost around the same, but our Pets is better because we have more animatronics. Donkey Kong is highly likely coming. Almost all for sure. The rap said it's coming in 2025. We should make a petition to have Demon Slayer. Oh wait, I can't stop you from making the petition. You go ahead and make one right now. Uh, go on change.org and put it out there. And you never know. You never know who'll be watching. SoCal Imagine Channel. I don't go there. Don't buy a ticket. It will not be open tomorrow because there are team member previews. I'll be at the team member preview tomorrow night, but it'll be completely closed all weekend for team member previews. It's likely going to be closed all until the grand opening. So do not make a trip down there for Nintendo. If you want to go ride some other rides, be my guest. By the way, Jurassic World's under refurbishment until February 9th. Flight of the Hippogriff is under refurbishment with still no reopening date, so I'm not sure if that was a planned one or if something maybe went wrong and they had to shut it down quickly. But yeah, those two rides, if anyone here on the chat or watching this stream goes to Universal, those two are under refurbishment, looks like at least until February, so beware. But yeah. SoCal Imagine Channel, again, you can go there for Toothsums. Toothsums is open, though. They soft open and they're open every day. I believe they close at 8 every day. Again, soft open, so they can close at any time. But pretty good bet Toothsums will be open until 8. But do not go down there for Nintendo because it won't be open. Plus, I wish the ET ride return. Yeah, I've had. If ET somehow returns to Universal, that'd be quite nice. An updated ET, that'd be really cool. They can even put that in. I don't know. That'd be like a Spielberg land or something. I don't know. I put some concept on some. I'm afraid people will think I. Yeah, don't take the risk on that. Because you can take out Simpsons putting it on a roller coaster. Well, adding 2 roller coasters, so I don't think they'd replace the Simpsons bunny with a roller coaster, but I definitely could see them taking out the Simpsons building and adding anything else that's newer. All right, guys. Any last questions you guys have about Universal or Disney? I'm looking for a tweet here. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we got. Let's see, Luigi's Mansion HN mains. Or maybe like an HN, like, not really scares but like type experience. So one of those things they make you walk through. Like, not like a maze, but like a half scare zone, half maze. See, you want to get in the boat in a couple years? I could, especially because the SoCal Pals, like, they're saying, or they're saying that Waterworld's final summer might be this summer. So I hope not. That's a good show, but we'll see. Five Nights at Freddy's, an anime, and I'm very passionate about Five Nights at Freddy's. I remember that last year. An anime. Two things I still don't think are going to happen, but that's awesome. If you're making concept art, you better you can work for these companies if you want to. I mean, you should make a portfolio and submit it to Universal Creative or Walt Disney Imagineering, and you can be a professional concept artist, art maker, because that's a really cool job. So anything you're making, Sean, I definitely say save it in a folder. Um, if you do, and if you're worried about Universal stealing, or you're worried about people, or Universal saying you stole from them or something, create some other concepts. Make a random theme park, right? A random theme park concept art, and keep those concept art and put it in a folder and a portfolio. Add that to your resume when you apply for Universal Creative, and yeah, you can definitely go ahead and get a job there. Do I like Disney or Universal better in California? Disney's bigger, so Disney. But I like them both the same. I just was thinking about this. I was like, man, Universal was my second favorite park after the Disneyland Resort. Both parks and resort, but after going through Nintendo and having so much fun, they're all tied. Like Disneyland and Universal in California, all the same. Yeah. Imagine, but it's I hope you can find between what mixed well. Yeah, well, again, if you look at the concept art, it looks like they rethemed some of the Springfield buildings from, well, Fast and Furious, so I'm curious about that as well. I would go anything to get more rides without taking out rides is great for Universal. Yes, we can everything. Yeah, keep it, keep it. I don't know how old you are, Sean, but hey, if you ever want a job in and the being a concept artist for any park, you should again keep all these and keep it in the portfolio. I'm not sure, but yeah, that would be great. Or like a Mystic Manor type thing. Yeah, with Luigi Mansion would be amazing. All right, guys, almost 19. That's nice. Well, happy almost 19th birthday, Daniel Royal King Poppy Baby. Which is the number we want? The number we went to the number to shooters today. Me and my girlfriend got the braces, and I can't wait to go. I think you're saying you tried to go to the Nintendo today, and you got the power up bands. Well, I can't wait to see you on February 17th. Good night, Space Mountaineer. I'm about to get off myself here. What ride do you think is next to be on at Universal Hollywood? Probably The Simpsons. There you go. Perfect. Alright. Thank you all for joining the stream. If you want to press the button to like the video, subscribe for more theme park updates. Now, a lot of Nintendo stuff, of course. I still got the tips and tricks video. Mario Kart POV with the Q is coming out tomorrow. Lots of shorts coming out. All that good stuff. And yeah, should be good stuff. The Fast Furious will be at Disneyland next weekend for Mickey Mini, so expect a POV from that. And as always, have a fantastic day, everybody. Bye.